Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm Tammy Lee, an accelerated, intuitive, and way shower, helping to track energy of where it is stuck and where it's fragmented. For those of you that are new to me, I am the creator of the Emerald Compass, the Chief Joy Officer, where we dive deep into the things that are keeping you stuck and the things that your soul and your spirit want to bring forth for you to see, hear, and know, to heal them, to bring them back to you. All these fragmented pieces of your soul, to bring them back to you. It's waiting for you to say yes. As we gather today, this rainy Wednesday here in Kansas, yay, celebrating the rain. We have been in drought around here. There's been a lot of energy moving, really intense energies coming in. Right now, I actually feel them in my body, in that left quadrant of my my torso, rib cage. So I'm coming on here today to also remind us all to take a really, really great, deep self-care. Allow your alarms, if you can, not even to set one, so you can allow yourself to sleep in, rest, rest, rest. You know, I've heard this old adage, oh, I'll sleep when I die. And however, we could literally actually be dying right now in our own self, right here, while you think your heart's beating and you think you're alive, but you literally can be dying slowly by not taking care of self. I slept 12 hours, almost 12 hours from last night. My body was physically tired. My emotional body was tired. My mental body was tired. And I went to bed early, and I allowed myself to stay in bed later this morning than what is normal. I even made sure that I shut all my blinds last night so nothing would wake me up. Shut my windows, shut my blinds, so I would have peace. We require right now, because of the intenseness of what is going on, to allow our bodies to rest, to be in rest state. I know about the go, go, go. Right now, we've got cattle that we've got to get out and moved into pastures. However, it's raining, and that's not possible. So I want to ask you also, how many times do you get because this is something I watch, and I watch this in other people, that they get tied up in a tizzy and a knot because things don't go the way they planned. How many times? So I just want to bring this forward and bring this to our awareness of how many times do you create a list or an agenda or of things you know you got to get done. You just know it. And you have this drive and this energy to get it done. However, circumstances beyond your control, such as weather, such as maybe health, or maybe an emergency comes up, but let's just do weather for a moment. Because I hear people, so I live in Kansas, and so many people complain about the wind, like fiercely complain about the wind. And so the more we complain about something, the more we're going to attract that something. Do you know that? Are you aware of that? Is this a gentle reminder for you? The more we complain about something, the more we are going to attract that something into our lives. The more we have gratitude for something and gratefulness and thank yous to something, the more we will attract that into our lives. So I just wanted to pose this question today. What are you attracting into your lives? What am I attracting into my life? What are we attracting into our lives, into our awareness? What are we attracting into our awareness? And are you taking care of yourself? Are you like me? That sometimes I think, okay, I'll do, oh, I know how to fix this. Just thinking about my body today because I have this something going on in my left ribs. I've done a lot of energy work on it. I've done structural work on it. And it's, and there's still things there. And even went to the chiropractor today. So found a little bit more something that's going on there. But that part of my body really wants me to pay attention to it. Is there a part of your body that wants you to pay attention to it? Is there a part of your body that's been screaming out that's asking you to take care of it? Like, what's that emotion in there? And if you just take a deep breath into your heart and really sink into that heart space. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your heartbeat. And just be in your heart. Be there. And imagine you have a rose in your heart. This transformative rose within your heart space. Within your heart. Your physical heart. Which is a portal. Which is where we connect with our soul. And go beyond that. And say, hey, Spirit, how are you? And imagine this just luscious rose within the heart. Can you see it? Can you feel it? And be there with it. And as you're with it, think about that part of your body that is speaking out loud, whether it's through pain, whether it's through a trigger, whether it's through an ouch, whether it's even like you have a sliver, as small as a sliver. And ask that part of your body, what is it? What do you want to say to me? So that part of my body, like this middle of my back on the left side, that's feels like the muscles are inflamed and spasming. According to my doctor, my chiropractor, there's a lot of emotion in that part. I cried a lot yesterday. And it feels like I cried like Saturday morning. I cried yesterday. And it feels like there's still more there. And I don't need to know the story. Just, I see you. So tell that part of your body, I see you. Or I feel you. I'm here with you. Because that could be an aspect of you that's stuck. That could be an emotion that you buried, that was buried maybe even in a different lifetime that we brought into this lifetime. There's different possibilities of why that part of your body is rising up, possibly through pain, to get our attention. Sometimes different parts of our body rise up in pain to get our attention. And what is that part of your body saying to you? Wanting you to hear, wanting even you to voice. Will you allow it to voice? Will you allow it to bring it forth? Will you allow it to speak? Will you allow the emotions that could be stuck there, that could be held down, that have been repressed, suppressed in that part of your body, will you allow it to come forth? Will you untwist the knots? Something I just heard, like there's a big twisting, and there's wants to be an unraveling happening. Our bodies speak to us. Our bodies speak to us. Are we listening? Are you allowing yourself to rest as long as your body wants to rest? Without beating yourself up, without beating your body up. Ooh, a lot of emotion there, right? So just taking that emotion into that heart with, okay, so let me rephrase this. So I'm taking that emotion into the rose within the heart. So when we take the things that are repressed within us, and we can, once we've gone through that little practice I just took you through, and we have that rose in our physical heart, it's like we're fertilizing it with all these things that no longer support us. As we take them into that rose within the heart, allow that rose to get bigger, bigger, bigger. It just wants to chump it up, chump it up. So when we can hold our love, so it's like that rose is pure love. We're holding our love and we're holding our pain at the same time. This is a practice. Girls, I've had to practice this a very long time to be able, and I have a very high tolerance for pain. So when my pain gets to the point to where, okay, I need to go see a doctor, it's excruciating. Because I always try to do what I know with my tools to do my best. I'm not a chiropractor, so I needed help today. But I can also tell I'm more quiet. I'm more just more like just peace, allowing peace to be with us, even in our pain. Peace can be with pain. Peace can, if we allow ourselves to be in peace, the peace will also, this is a pure peace, will also help to possibly even lighten up that pain, to help to unravel the pain, to show us where those pain points in our body are, helping us to lift them up and out. One step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. Allowing our bodies to really speak. Allowing ourselves to stop. Breathe. Take a moment with ourselves. Listening to that pain. Allowing the pain to move. I literally know people that are in pain, yet desire, whether it's unconscious or not, they won't do anything about their pain because their pain brings them attention. Their pain will bring them attention from others. And sometimes that's the only way they get that attention from others, is from them being in pain, because some of them can end up going into victim mode and they want somebody to come and save them instead of doing the work we require to do to help ourselves. Also want you to think, like, be aware of our thoughts. Okay, so we've already talked about being aware of our body, where the pain points are. Be aware of our thoughts. One of my clients I had years ago, she, how do I say this? Okay. I know women that, I'll just put it like this. I know women that complain that they have been cheated on. Yet they know that there's things going on and they don't address it. They don't address it because I hear this a lot. Well, I don't like confrontation. Well, do any of us really like it? Yet, is it necessary? Yeah. I don't like the confrontation either, but it's necessary at times that I need to get it in somebody's face about something, okay? Or I need to bring something up. So instead of facing what's going on around you and sweeping it under the rug, when we do that, we literally sweep under the rug and we take those emotions that we're feeling and we cement them in our body. So it's going to take a lot more to get those things out of us. So what is something also that, and I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you girls, I'm thinking also, so what's in my life right now that I need to speak about that may look like a confrontation that I need to speak up about? Yeah. Sometimes we have those things. And when we don't bring them forth, that energy gets stuck in our body because we keep going around and around and around with it in our mind. So can some of the pain you're having in your body be related to something within your environment, within a relationship that you're not speaking up about, that you're not speaking truth about? Bingo. I just now saw something for me to take care of after this live stream to create the perfect time. So, well, okay, so I turned 60 on Saturday. Now, my dad never called me, and that is extremely unusual for my dad not to call me. Okay? Extremely unusual for my dad not to call me. Now, I know some people, the way they would handle it is they would call their dad and say, "What the hell? What's up?" Like, instead, I preface my phone call with, "Hey, Dad, are you okay?" "Oh, yeah. Why, Tammy? You didn't call me on my birthday. That's so unusual for you. Just wanted to make sure everything's okay." Now, I did not take offense to him not calling me and wishing me a happy birthday. I let it go for a few days. So there's another little caveat. Do you take offense when people don't show up the way you want them to? Or are you so healed within and continue to do your inner work that you're in this space to where it doesn't matter if somebody acknowledges you or not, whether it be a parent or a spouse or children or significant other or whatever you want to say? Because are you recognizing yourself in that regard instead? Are you recognizing yourself? So are you saying happy birthday? Happy birthday, Tammy? Are you saying that for yourself, to yourself? Like, when's the last time you looked in the mirror and said, "Hey girl, you got it going on," or "Hey girl, I believe in you," or "Hey girl, I love you"? When's the last time you looked in the mirror and said that? Have you ever said that? I worked with a client years ago that we were in person together, and I literally had to hold her. Like, I had to hold on to her as she was saying, "I love you" to herself. She was crying so hard, she was about to, um, she couldn't stand up. She was getting weak because she was crying so hard. Because she had never, ever, this would be in our probably early 50s. She's the same age as I am, 60, that she could never even tell herself, "I love you." So girls, darlings, when's the last time you said "I love you" to you? When's the last time you really acknowledged you? So we're not dependent on others outside of us to acknowledge us, to approve of us, to accept us. Are we accepting ourselves? Those are the three major things in humanity that are seeked after: approval, acknowledgement, appreciation. And if we can do all those for ourselves, that's one of the ways we become sovereign. That's one of the ways we become independent from others' thoughts, feelings, actions, words. It's a journey. It's a journey. I won't kid you. It's a journey, and it's not always an easy one. But how many of you really want to be independent? How many of you really want to be sovereign? How many of you really want to create your heaven here on earth? How many of you want to flourish and no longer be dependent upon someone else or something else to create joy in your life, to live in joy, to be the eye of the storm when those storms in life come up, because they do. They do. I am the strong one of my family. I am stronger than my parents. I'm stronger than my siblings. Sometimes, I'll be honest with you, sometimes it sucks. Because sometimes I want somebody else to be strong for me that's in this close knit family. I am the strong one. I'm the strength. I cannot not be. Like like there's sometimes I want to fire myself, right? Because no, instead of doing that, I just turn towards me and I like double up on my self-care. No matter what anybody else says. If I need to travel, I travel. If I need to sleep in or sleep 12 to 15 hours a day, I allow myself to do that. Clothes still needed to be folded. Laundry still needs to be done. I didn't do any of that on my birthday because I took that time that day precisely for me. Precisely for me. Because I love me. I love Tammy Lee. And sometimes I even fall off of that. But I'm getting quicker of getting back on. So that's how you also know when you fall off your path to sovereignty, to self-care, to healing internally, to whatever it is that you're working on to accelerate yourself, to heal yourself, to climb up another step towards your joy, your peace, your grace. Do you know you can ask them peace, grace to come walk with you? The energy of that will come and walk with you and even hold you. Sometimes we have to have that mustard seed of faith. Yes. For all of you that have a little bit of suffering, wherever it is right now in your life, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, familiar, within your family, is there something that's escalating in your life right now that you just don't know which way to turn? You don't know who to reach out to? You feel like you're by yourself? Ask peace. Ask grace to come and be with you. Ask them to hold you if you feel called to. Ask them to come and walk with you. They are here. They're here right now with us. And they want to be assistance to you. They want to be assistance. They're here to help us. Much love to you. Much, much love. Thank you for joining me today. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Smile, smile, smile. Smile into that rose within your heart. Yeah, that's good fertilizer too. Smile, smile, smile. Much love.